Hi everyone, Donut here. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. New Year's is a couple days away, and I just want to say, first off, you guys better not be doing any drinking or driving. If you're boofing the wild turkey, get an Uber. That's what my grandfather used to say. Boy, do I have a freaking unhinged video for everyone to watch today. This is one of the craziest videos I've ever seen out of the 1,000+ videos on this channel. It's a simple shoplifting detention inside of a Walmart. The most shoplifted place ever. I've personally been in fights with shoplifters in Walmart multiple times over shoplifting. Always lithium batteries. Why is it always lithium batteries? Oh, meth, that's right. The last guy that tried to stab me was snorting meth for 3 days straight. Crazy. Anyways, we got a guy in the loss prevention office. He's been shoplifting, and it turns into attempted murder of a police officer like that. You don't want to miss it. Before we get into absolute chaos in the Walmart, never happens, we got a Georgia State trooper pulling over a 120-mile-an-hour death wish. 100? What the f did I just say? And we got a hostage situation, because what would a video be on this channel without a hostage situation? In that video, an officer threads shots around an innocent woman like it's nothing. Just an everyday thing at the office. Stick around because this is going to be a hell of a video, but first a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by 1st Phorm. I used 1st Phorm products long before they were ever a sponsor of my channel. I have spent thousands of dollars on 1st Phorm the past couple of years because I honestly think those are the best supplements in the game. Let me show you a couple of things that I use from 1st Phorm every single day. These little guys are badass. I know that you guys aren't getting all the vitamins that you need in your day. These are the Microfactor Complete Daily Nutrient Packs. It's a little pack of vitamins, take one every day, you get everything you need. Antioxidants, fruits and veggies, multivitamin, probiotics, CFAs, and CoQ10s. Literally everything. Formula 1 protein, I take this after every single workout. It's a rapid digesting whey protein isolate for recovery, and it doesn't taste like ass. One scoop has 23 grams of protein, and the flavors are pretty awesome. They have flavors like chocolate milkshake, my favorite, chocolate mint cookie, vanilla milkshake, salted peanut butter, salted caramel, strawberry, and much more. But by far my favorite things they offer are their snacks. Their level 1 bars have 20 grams of protein. My favorite, apple pie. Again, they have badass flavors like peppermint bark, choco chip cookie dough, pumpkin spice crunch, birthday cake, and more. My favorite thing that they offer by far are the beef protein sticks. 18 grams of protein. They taste amazing. Barbecue's my favorite. Guess what? You can get some of these babies for free if you buy any supplements using the code firstphorm.com/donut. That's right, you can get 5 of these bad boys right here with any purchase of supplements by using the code firstphorm.com/donut. Check them out. I use all their stuff daily. That's firstphorm.com/donut. October 12th, 2024, around 6 p.m. This starts off as a basic traffic stop. Nothing ever goes wrong on basic traffic stops. It's a tag frame issue, some aggressive driving, failure to maintain lane, yeah, basic stuff. Until the driver decides not to pull over. Local officers are already chasing this person when the trooper gets called in. Right here, things almost go catastrophically wrong. Regular traffic is stopped at an intersection. People just living their lives. When this guy comes flying through a curve, center of the road, not braking at all. This poor dude in the pickup truck barely stops in time. Once the trooper joins the pursuit, it somehow gets worse. We're talking 120 miles an hour on a 2-lane road, passing in no passing zones, passing on curves, passing uphill.
You do everything wrong.
Nobody being passed has any time to even react. And under Georgia policy, once a driver is creating an immediate threat to the public, stopping the pursuit becomes a priority, even if that means a pit. Let's see what happens. The trooper tries a pit once, suspect blocks it, speeds up, then slows down, which is about the worst move you can make when the patrol car, especially a trooper, is inches away from your bumper. There's a little bit of contact, but the chase continues. There's a known high crash intersection ahead, and time is running out. This is the only straight stretch of road available, so the trooper takes it. Perfect positioning, rear quarter contact, beautiful pit maneuver. Vehicle spins, hits a ditch, chases over.
It's time to stop!
Officers move in immediately. The vehicle is empty though. They find the driver nearby, unresponsive of course, and they start CPR. Fire and EMS take over, but the driver is pronounced dead on scene. He was hamburger meat at that point. Later on, officers find 2 pounds of the devil's lettuce inside of the car and $5,000 cash. Stupid motherfucker threw his life away and almost killed tons of people on the road over some fucking weed and $5 grand in cash. Good job, officer. Because you are a trooper, I hear that you are getting the coveted Giant Hat Award. December 1st, 2024. 2025, around 9 a.m., Atlanta, Texas. This one starts out with a panic alarm at a cash advance business. And for some context, as a police officer, about 99% of those alarms are false. Wrong code, someone pressed an accidental button, someone leaned on something they shouldn't have. It happens all the time. As a cop, you're gonna have to deal with mainly two things: shopliftings at Walmart, which we're gonna talk about in a minute, and false alarms. So the officer arrives on scene for the one that we're talking about now at the cash advance business. He just thinks, oh, it's another day at the office. He walks up, pulls the door, it's locked, but he can see someone inside. He gives the universal thumbs up, just trying to figure out what's going on. And then reality hits.
Fucking door, dude. Gosh damn. Let's see fucking hands.
Inside the store, a man is holding a female employee hostage and starts walking towards the door, towards the officer. Officer draws his handgun instantly. Good smooth draw. Commands start flying. The suspect doesn't comply. Instead, because he's a brilliant human being, he opens the door while still holding the employee at gunpoint. As he exits, the suspect does exactly what you thought he might do. He uses the woman as a human shield and pushes her towards the officer. This is a pretty gosh dang dangerous situation.
Hold here, hold here. Let me see your hands right.
This is where the officer's shot placement is absolutely insane, in a good way. This man's does a pew view shot. The officer fires around the hostage, striking the suspect without hitting the woman at all. And somehow, unbelievably, the suspect still runs. While you may be saying, well, he's like a couple of feet away from him, that's an easy shot to make. It might be if your adrenaline's not pumping like a motherfucker when you see someone running towards you holding a woman hostage at gunpoint. But yeah, the guy still runs.
Hold here, hold here. Let me see your hands right. Shots fired, shots fired. We got one suspect down, one suspect down.
The officer doesn't hesitate, he fires again, suspect collapses. For those of you out there who have been around this channel for a while and do policing and are interested in being a police officer, you might have heard of a little case law called Tennessee versus Garner. That's what this falls under. You actually can shoot a fleeing suspect in some situations. Not this situation, this is World of Warcraft. The 1985 case of Tennessee versus Garner states that under the 4th Amendment of the US Constitution, a police officer may use deadly force to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect only if the officer has a good faith belief that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or serious physical injury to the officer or others. So, you know, taking a woman hostage with a gun, I think that would fall under Tennessee versus Garner. Anyways, the guy's screaming now, well, because shot, got a couple of holes in him he wasn't born with. He's screaming and carrying on, which is interesting because moments earlier, he was pretty confident in holding a hostage and pushing that hostage at a cop.
There will be consequences.
The officer moves in, kicks the suspect's handgun away, cuffs him, and starts rendering first aid, as a hero does. The suspect does survive, unfortunately, and is now in police custody. The employee, completely unharmed. And yes, after holding a woman at gunpoint and fleeing an officer, the suspect still asks why he got shot. I don't know how to explain the logic there. That was a textbook response to a rapidly unfolding hostage situation. The officer saved their life and his life and other innocent people's life in the process. Good job, officer. Mighty fine shooting. All right. You guys ready for some Walmart shenanigans? Oh, speaking of ADD break. Not that. News story I came across the other day. Speaking of Walmart. Razor blades found in muffin and loaves of bread at Biloxi Walmart stores, police say. Over the past 11 days, razor blades were found in several bakery items from 2 Biloxi Walmart locations, according to the Biloxi Police Department. Calls weren't made to police at the time of the December 5th and December 7th incidents. A viewer sent the photos below showing a loaf of bread she bought at the Walmart Supercenter on Sunday afternoon. She says she noticed 2 blades in the bread when she went to help her daughter make a sandwich. Look at this cartoon character. She was caught, charged with a bunch of felonies, $100,000 bond, the whole shebang. Moral of the story, Walmart kind of sucks. Back to our story. This one is absolutely freaking insane. December 18th, 2025, Canton, Ohio, 1:45 p.m. What you're looking at is the Walmart Loss Prevention Office. 2 shoplifters from the trailer park sitting on a couch, and it's a little bit too calm, especially for Walmart. Immediately, the male suspect starts blaming his partner.
I told her not to steal it, bro.
Which is incredible because the store employees saw him stuffing his shit into her bag too.
You did it too, so it wasn't up on her. You watched you walk over and put an item in the bag off the shelf.
That story falls apart instantly. While this is happening, something subtle and absolutely terrifying is going on. The male suspect turns away from the camera and starts reaching into a bag that's strapped to his body. Pretty freaking shady. Nobody innocent really reaches like that. Then everything explodes. The suspect turns back around with a handgun, points it directly at the officer, and pulls the trigger. Click. The gun doesn't fire. Let that sink in. This guy tried to kill a police officer over a couple of $100 maybe of stolen merchandise. Dude tries to manipulate the gun again, and a loss prevention dude in a white shirt becomes a hero. LP man grabs the suspect's wrist and points the gun down. It's hard for the officer right now because the employee, the LP guy's in the line of fire, and also the hippo is next to the suspect. So the officer yells for him to get back. Employee jumps away, and immediately the officer delivers a flying knee straight to the suspect's chest. And at the same time, completely annihilates this guy's future bloodline. Gets some of that knee straight to the nuggets. The suspect drops the gun right around here, but it's kind of hard to see and the officer couldn't tell that in real time. All he knows is this guy just tried to shoot him. The officer holsters up, throws a few punches to gain compliance, throws the suspect to the ground, and suddenly every single Walmart employee that was working that day joins the fight. They cuff the dude, secure the gun. Nobody's injured, which is insane. Now let's be very clear for a moment. This went from a misdemeanor shopping detention to attempted murder of a police officer to multiple violent felony charges. That loss prevention employee right there deserves a massive raise. Give that man a badge. And our suspect, well, he turned stealing some random shit from Walmart into decades in prison. Those are all the incidents I wanted to talk about today. If you want to help support the channel, you can go on over to donutoperator.com. Get some super sweet merch. Follow me on pepperbox.tv, or you can go on to YouTube and subscribe to me at Donut Operator TV. I've been streaming quite a bit lately on Twitch and Kick. Also playing a little bit of World of Warcraft if you want to join my guild on Night Slayer Horde. The name of the guild is Geneva Suggestion. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Whacker.